Hi, you're face to face with Shell. This week's video is coming out slightly earlier. I want it to coincide with November the 5th. Now, if you live in the UK, you'll know exactly what November the 5th, Guy Fawkes Night, Bonfire Night means. But if you don't, if you're outside of the UK, I'm going to put a link in the description to this video where I tell you all about, well, there's a link there, sorry, I don't personally tell you, all about Guy Fawkes and why we in the UK celebrate this night. And on that page, I'm kind of following on from the video that I'd done on the series Scared of Fire. And I just want to do a little continuation of that. As it rolls up to the 5th of November, very quickly we basically celebrate Guy Fawkes, and we don't celebrate him. Well, some people do. Some people thought he was a hero, trying to blow up the Houses of Parliament, and others don't. Depends what side you look at. Anyway, bonfires are lit and fireworks are let off on November the 5th. And very quickly, the other video, the first video I'd done in the Scared of Fire part 1, I tell the story about where I was taken to my first bonfire night after I had been burned. And it was actually quite traumatic for me. And it got me to thinking to do a video to help other burn survivors out there, to help them to speak up for themselves. That night I didn't, and I should have, and I actually should have spoke up for myself before the night came around. I should have told my family that I didn't want to go. I should have told them that I was frightened. I mean, it was only a couple of months after I had been burned, and I was burned in June and this was in November. It wasn't that long, and I should have told them. And then I kind of think, should I had to have told them? Couldn't they realised that, maybe this wasn't the best place for me to be going to? I mean, okay, it was an organised bonfire and firework display, but I kind of think, no one asked me. No one said, Michelle, are you okay with this? Do you want to go? How do you feel? And okay, I was 13 and maybe people just wanted me to get back to some kind of normality. But for me, normal at that time wasn't ever going to happen. I wasn't normal. Something huge had happened to me. Life-changing had happened. And normal for me wasn't anybody else's normal. Now, this is no way a get at anyone at all, because we burn survivors don't come out of hospital with a manual, so we in the early stages were just muddling through, and as I've said before, there certainly wasn't the support away back in 1984 that there is now. So please don't think I'm having a get at anyone. I'm basically doing this video to help burn survivors to speak up and say, do you know what, actually I don't want to do that. Now, I all know that we need a little encouragement to do things, because maybe the people that surround us, they maybe think, maybe they should be getting out a bit more, maybe they should be trying this. So I'm not saying that people shouldn't help us and give us a little nudge along the way. But I also want to say to burn survivors, don't be afraid to say, I don't want to do that. I mean, this is a massive thing that's happened to you, and it can take years to get over what's happened. Sadly, you may never. There may be something always in the back of your mind. I mean, for me, obviously, it was a loud bang and fire, so it took me a long while to get used to that. I mean, some people who haven't had anything happen to them like this get a fright at fireworks. So imagine what it's like for, a burn survivor who's been in like a gas explosion where there was a big bang, fire, and this can take years to get over. And it did take me a long time to to be in even the vicinity of fire. See, if someone struck a match near to me, I was like, oh, you know, get that away from me. I'm also doing this video for people who may be around a burn survivor, or who are living with one, or who are their carer helping them, to just kind of bear in mind, just think, oh yeah, maybe that's not a good idea for them. Or just ask them, as I've said in countless times, just talk to each other and tell each other how you feel, and things can be resolved a lot quicker, and then each party can tell how they feel, and things might get done a bit better or a bit differently without anyone getting upset. I mean, when I think back to that night, or even before that night, I should have spoken up, and I actually should have said, look, I don't want to go, I feel it's far too soon, and I should have stayed with someone else that night and let everyone else go along and enjoy the fun. So thank you once again for watching, and a massive shout out to my subscribers and my new subscribers. This is so appreciated. This is awesome. We're starting to really get the message out there that you're not alone. If you're going through something similar, if you have any form of visible difference or an altered body image, if you're struggling with anything like that, you're not alone, and there are people who know what you're going through and are there to help. I do have a website, and I'll put a link in the description to this video, so you can head over and see the first part of the Scared of Fire, and where I talk about in more in depth about that first time that I went to Fawkes Night after being injured. It'd be awesome if you could give me a like and a share, and you can also leave me a comment. And you can contact me in the strictest of confidence. And again, I'll put a link to my page on my website where you can do that. It gives you all the details. Whatever you're doing on this 5th of November, please stay safe, stay strong, and we'll chat soon. Bye.